Hello everyone, my name is Ana Moreno. I am currently in my second year at Eastern New Mexico University. I live in Albuquerque, so I do everything online, and I'm hoping that I do graduate next May. Okay, so this is my box, and let me just show you guys real quick. That is the top with some images that I incorporated, which I will explain in a bit. Okay. When I was making my box, I really did think about who I was as a person. For me, it was a little bit challenging in a way because I was thinking of both cultures. I consider myself being part of two cultures. I was born in Mexico, and I lived there until I was 6 years old, and then I came here to the United States. I have never been back to Mexico, so I really did gain a lot of the culture, and I became part of the American culture. And so I did take into considerations both cultures. I chose to represent nationality, heritage, gender, and religion. These are some of the things that I really feel personally affect the way I behave in society or the way that I think about certain things in society. So I'm going to get started. This first object that I have right here, I wanted to choose something to represent my Mexican nationality and heritage. I was gonna do like a more like something with like the Mexican flag or something that really stand out, but I honestly decided to choose something that was actually from Mexico. This bag right here has, I don't know if you can see, it's a rose. So it's a rose. The petals are like all hard. But it's a rose that my grandma brought for me 4 years ago. So I've had this for 4 years. When I was in Mexico, my grandma has a garden. And as a little girl, I loved being in this garden. I loved the roses, everything grown out of it. And 4 years ago, my grandma was authorized her visa. So it was the first time coming to the United States. And I told her that I wanted a rose from her garden. I was like, I don't care if something happens to it, or like if it dies on the way. I was like, but I wanted some. That's something that I really missed as a little girl. So she brought me this rose. Now it's dead, but this rose, she brought it from all the way from Mexico. So I thought it was really nice for me to represent that way my Mexican nationality and heritage. Really thinking about everything that comes with it. The values, the traditions, the customs, the language, definitely. Everything that I still do to represent my nationality here, in terms of like the dances, keeping alive the traditions, and also involving the traditions of the American culture as well. The second object that I have is a necklace. This necklace, I chose it in order to represent my gender, female. And I chose the necklace, because per majority of women, necklace is something they can use and identify with. But not only that, this necklace in particular was given to me when I turned 15. When you turn 15 in Mexico, you do like this big old celebration, a quinceañera, and you get a ring and you get a necklace that day. And this event is mainly to represent and to show that you are becoming a young woman. It's very important in our culture. And I chose to represent gender because being a female in my family, being a female in my culture, being a female here in America is very different in each scenario. Okay, being a female in my family is all about keeping alive what it is to be a female since back then, doing the housework, looking out for your family, and, gaining that in. And I'll do a little bit more explanation with that later, but I just want to touch on the third object. For this third object, I chose a bracelet, and it has, let's see if I can show you. It's a bracelet, and it has like the saints around it, and it has a cross with God in the middle. Definitely, religion is a big part of my life. It's something that was placed on me that I learned since I was a little girl especially from my mom and my grandparents. And it is very important to me because I feel that by using the religion, um, you learn the values, you learn what's good and bad, you learn how to act, you learn what is it that you're supposed to really be and do. Okay, some people may think it's not really religion that plays a role in those things. Personally, in my life, I do, and that's why I feel like religion is really important for me. Around the box, let me talk about some images now. So on the top of the box, I put a couple of words, and definitely it was really hard to really think and imagine how other people really see me as a person. On the front, I put devoted. When I feel like when people think about my religion and what they think about my religion is a devoted person. I am very devoted in my church. Using religion, I'm very devoted with my community, with my family, and with everything I do. I really put into place my religion and what it really means to me. Um, when I am talking about nationality, one of the things that came up to my mind was that people see me as having, I don't want to say having two nationalities because I don't have two nationalities, but really being part of two different cultures. I think that's where they get all this sense from. And I feel like a lot of people who I am involved with and that they're not necessarily so much aware of the Mexican nationality, they feel like I am more part of the American culture. And so this image right here, it's to represent two different persons, two different females. I feel like a lot of the time people do think they see me as two different people. With some people, I really have to focus my Mexican culture, especially with my family, because that's really basically all I know. I have friends, and in school where I'm like really taking into that American culture with me. I feel like I do like half and half all the time when I'm like thinking about culture wise. Um, Family is another word that I chose. Um, in religion and then Mexican culture and Mexican heritage, family is a very, very important for Mexicans. Family is one of the most important things, and I do have a lot of my friends who can see what family really means to me, and I know that if they were to say like, what do they think about me, in terms of my culture, would be that I'm very also devoted to my family. So that's what I chose. I really think that people around me think that family is important to me. I chose this picture in particular to demonstrate a strong woman. Being a female is all about being strong. Okay, definitely, I feel like a lot of people do see me that I've been strong, especially with everything that I've gone through in my life. Um, this picture right here, this picture demonstrates and shows how hard it could be to be a female as well, or how hard it can be to come from a Mexican nationality and living in the United States. This picture right here really shows out to the road. The road is not easy as a female coming from a Mexican nationality. This is definitely, it's been a hard road, and I know I'm still gonna face a couple more challenges. So I know that people really do think, and I've had people tell me like, it's gonna be hard. You're a young Hispanic female, and it's gonna be young. One of the last words that I did not mention was immigrant. I am an immigrant from Mexico, and I am surprised by the reactions that I get from when I let people know that I'm an immigrant. And I feel like being an immigrant really does place an impact of how people think of me and what they think of my religion and what they think of my ethnicity and what they think of the person who I am. Especially nowadays, with all the controversials of the immigration laws, etc. But yeah, I really do think This is definitely what people really think about me, some of the things that others will think about me, and what I identify with that really shape how I connect with society. Thank you.